Patch 1.3.0 added support for the iBuffalo Classic USB gamepad on Windows and controller support for the Battlefield 4 PS3 controller on PC. Pressing your emote button in the Brawlhalla will restart the animation for emotes, KO effects, sidekicks, and emojis. Doing this will also stop the next animation you hover over. The bouncy bomb and the ricochet bomb might feel the same on the surface, but they have more differences than just looks. The bouncy bomb deals 25 damage, while the ricochet bomb deals 20. It's also slower, but it does have more bounce to it. Out of all the forged weapon skins, Katars are the only weapon with a different name, being called the Skyforged and Goldforged blades. The stat numbers on the result screen aren't aligned perfectly. There were no seasonal packs released in 2019 due to cross-platform issues. To fill the gap, the avatars and weapon skins meant for the pack were sold in the Brawlhalla shop. The Crypto Mage Diana skin was handed out for T-Mobile Tuesday customers from February 23rd to March 2nd in 2021, which my mother gave to me. Thanks, Mom. Photo tweeted lol. And while the colors are normally created by the artist, Photo was fully behind the idea of Esports V1. It's also my favorite color scheme in the game. Magyar's pre-select pose has 8 frames, though they all seem to be the same. Every legend launches with 3 skins, however, Val only launched with 2 for whatever reason. Cassidy is taller than average, being 5'8" or 177 centimeters, with the average height for a female being 5' 3.5 inches, or 160 centimeters. The most liked Brawlhalla Reddit post is by user CreativeTron, which has 5,700 upvotes. As for the most popular YouTube video for Brawlhalla, that title goes to this video by Roblay is... I don't know how to say his name. Anyways, he holds the top 3 most popular Brawlhalla videos on the platform, with the most popular having 6.5 million views. Petra defeated a street gang boss by beating them in quote, what can only be described as flying laser death chess. Brawlhaven, King's Pass, and Lost Labyrinth all used the same track as its stage music. The announcer for Brawlhalla, named Remix, also was the announcer for a game called The Culling.
Nice kill! Hey, don't forget to clean the blood off that spear. That player did not look clean, if you know what I mean.
The Plains of Passage stage had a small change made to it a while back. In the Brawlhalla Days 2022 launch trailer, they feature an in-game showcase of all the skins. In this trailer, there are 14 players in one game, even though the player limit is 8. Seasonal event showcases onwards would have over 8 players in their trailers. The highest level Azoth, according to Brawlmance, is an EU player named Stalker with over 4.5 million XP in the legend. In patch 3.55, Hammer's Enlight and D-Light got a damage nerf, but its Sare got a stun buff. The Baragnarok East and South avatars have numbers on them. What these numbers represent are how many times the devs were KO'd during community 1v1 matches at PAX East and South in 2017. In the teaser for Battle Boots, there was a slight difference with its idle animation, where the legend would have their hands in a fist instead of being sort of open. Hard to say which one I prefer, but the old animation sort of looked cooler, but it could be because it's random in some clean-ass shoes. Counting console exclusives, there are 52 DLCs in Brawlhalla. Of course, majority have expired. Let's say some whale decided to try to buy every single DLC in Brawlhalla because they can. How much would that cost? After plugging the numbers into a calculator, the number I got was $697.48. But this number is obsolete and unrealistic and stupid, because that's every DLC ever. A person who buys every DLC hopefully wouldn't buy the Season 4 Battle Pass, and then the Season 4 Return Battle Pass, and then the Season 4 Deluxe Season 4 Battle Pass Deluxe Battle Pass. So, renting of any duplicates or DLCs that unlock content that any other DLCs hold, the price would correct to $489.58. Every Brawlhalla user has a player ID, and this number is determined based on when you joined Brawlhalla. If you were the 7th person to ever boot up Brawlhalla, your account ID would be 7. Make sense? The first Brawlhalla player according to this system is Tiberus, an ex-developer for BMG. Funny enough, their account isn't even level 50 yet. In the game files, random has facial expressions. The color unlock order is pretty different depending on the legend. The standard 3 colors legends typically start with is blue, yellow, and green, though some legends trade one of these colors for brown, and unlock the traded color later. This jumbles up the unlock order for every color but gray, pink, and red, as these colors always unlock at level 16, 18, and 20 for any legend. The Brawlhalla Days was the first ever seasonal event in Brawlhalla. From then, the order of release was Valhalentine's, Heatwave, Brawlhalloween, Back to School, Luck of the Brawlhalla, the Anniversary event, And finally, Brawlhalla. Out of the 29 game modes in Brawlhalla, 4 are not playable through custom games and can only be played through the Brawl of the Week. The reason for this is only known for 2 of the modes, Ghost Brawl and Ghost in the Terminus. Both have the same gimmick, but Ghost in the Terminus just has different game rules. In Ghost Brawl, everyone is invisible until they attack. You can see yourself on your screen so you can keep track of where you are. And this is the reason you can't play it in customs. If you were to play this mode offline, then everyone would be playing through one screen, which then everyone would be able to see each other, which kills the point of the mode. If you don't have your player arrow set to damage, this arrow will default to blue. Though, if you play in any team mode that allows you to change your colors, this arrow will change to something similar to that of your team color. These 3 Twitch Prime bundles are the shortest any Prime bundle has been available, only being up for 28 days, while these 2 Prime bundles were the longest any Prime bundle has been available, being up for a whopping 62 days. And they're supposed to switch out every month. The reported bug screen has 0s and 1s on it, and when translated from binary to text, it translates to that. I'm not reading that. As you know, you need to fall in battle to get into Brawlhalla. The battle 7 fought to get into the realm was a game of battle checkers. The only legends to appear in achievement icons are Cross, Ulgrim, Bodvar, Vrax, Cassidy, Ragnir, Ezio, Ember, Wushang, and Caspian. Kind of. The positions of the sidekicks in the background are client-side, so they're different for everyone. In the show more details section of Brawlhalla on Steam, the Twitch link has Brawlhalla typed with a lowercase b. Along with that, on the official Brawlhalla website's ELO leaderboards, in the Mode Select tab, the R in rotating is in lowercase as well. They do not care about this mode, man. The colors orange, purple, brown, and cyan were added in patch 0.3.0, Brawlhalla's Alpha. The lowest elo you can go is 200. The legend with the shortest lore is Ada, with it having 155 words in it. As for the longest, that goes to Yumiko with 302 words. And here is the entire list if you wanted to see it. There are 10 different title colors, with those being orange, gold, yellow, green, cyan, blue, dark blue, purple, pink, and white. Isaiah's gun extender on blasters will change with what skin you are wearing. The difference between them is a lot more obvious in the game files. Switching your skin in training mode will not switch the weapon skins. However, switching the skin for the bot will switch the weapon skins. This is really stupid. Teska's select animation is his boots side sig. The transition animation for the esport event final round has head icons for different legends and skins. The color used in this transition is Lucky Clover. Red Raptor's skin icon is flipped. Normally, his left eye is revealed, however, the skin icon shows his right eye being revealed. The old Miami Dome weapon spawns in 2v2s were lopsided. In the tiles on the right side of the screen that showcase epic skin signatures, N-Sig is featured 42 times, D-Sig is featured 49 times, and Side Sig is featured 55 times. Having a vertical bar in your Steam name will show the second half of your name tag in game. However, if you only put 1 to 2 letters after the vertical bar, the letters before the vertical bar will still show up. A similar effect can be seen if you connected extra players to your account. And, sort of related, this name tag will ignore the word the. The XP bar in the Meet the Legends tab will exceed its border. I'm not sure how they messed that up. You need 1,088,462 XP to get from level 1 to level 100. With that, you'll get the Legend title, which can be upgraded. The max level of this title is Legend XV, level 1,500, which would take 16,326,930 XP. Now, the more interesting question is, has someone achieved this title? Well, in the other useless information video, we talked about Lockrobster, the owner of the highest level legend in Brawlhalla. They also have the highest level account, with it having over 68 million XP. While the max legend title is 15, let's say there wasn't a cap to it. If the case, they would have Legend LXII, aka Legend 62. Oh my lord. I need to make a video on this person. Orion's Meet the Legends icon is outdated, and if you observe a bit more on the Meet the Legends page, you would have noticed every skin using the default pose except for the SpongeBob characters. The letter that has the most legends starting with it is S with 14 legends. Mishima Dojo's stage OST is 2 minutes and 28 seconds and is my favorite track in Brawlhalla. Sentinel's real name is Henry Coates. The amount of Steam points you need to get every Steam Point shop item would be 3,000 Steam points. And real fast, to get Steam points, you just spend money on Steam and it translates over to points. And on the topic of Steam, there are 9 trading cards for you to collect. However, Koji's the only card that isn't splash art. It's just him attacking in game. It looks so out of place. And if you are to collect all 9 cards, you can transform it into a badge. This badge has 5 levels to it, which you need to collect all 9 cards 5 times for. And if you were to collect all the 9 foil cards, the rarer variant of the normal cards, you can craft the foil badge. Crazy, I know. And bonus info, the badge icons are older ranked icons. icons. 36 players is the max amount of people you can have in a custom online room. The legend to be featured the most in chests is Hotori, who features in 17 of the 21 chests. The Apocalypse stage is 1,500 pixels wide and 685 pixels long. The highest viewer count for Brawlhalla's Twitch was a peak of 165,036 viewers. This number was achieved during BCX 2020, the same stream where they re-handed out all the old metadevs through viewership rewards. The third handout for the Cure Seeker sold 166 hammers. The outline for Bodvar in the startup loading screen isn't exactly black. It is black, but there's a hint of red. The names of Red Raptor's teammates are Golden Goshawk, Silver Harrier, Black Buzzard, and Blue Osprey. The official unarmed weapon icon is just the Gauntlet's weapon icon, but X'd out. Before Bodvar was shown as the showcase legend for emotes, Brawlboy was there as the showcase legend before he was replaced in patch 2.58. In this official Brawlhalla YouTube video of Dave Montez drawing the splash art for Shovel Knight, a render of an early version of Shovel Knight's endgame look can be seen. In his older look, his horns are a bit less cartoony, the helmet doesn't have the edges shown, and his shoulders are a bit different. And according to Dave Montez, Artemis is slightly taller than Orion. A total of 65 eSport V1 color codes were handed out through viewership rewards. The longest stage name is Inverted Dracula's Castle, and Walker Attack is the only stage to have an exclamation mark. On the loading screen, the frames aren't aligned perfectly. Dear lord. There are 15 legends with a base speed of 6. The most downloaded Brawlhalla mod according to Game Banana is the Night Theme for All Maps mod with over 47,000 downloads. There is a banner with a lineup of cosmetics on the Earn Free reward screen. If we were to tally all of these items up, it would cost 1,110 mammoth coins to purchase it all. The most viewed Brawlhalla tournament set is Sandstorm vs. Blue, the grand finals of DreamHack Summers for ones. As for the most popular Brawlhalla set without Sandstorm, that would be Blaze vs. Pavelski, the losers quarterfinals of BCX 2021. The shortest Brawlhalla title is Icy. The 100 millionth brawler was a player that goes by Itachi. They are level 3. The user of this iconic Brawlhalla image would have acquired 7,724 glory. The font used in most of Brawlhalla's text is ITC Era. The longest we went without a legend is half a year from Moonin to Arcadia. Out of all the metadevs, Orion is the only one in red. The hex color code for the main color in purple is 864CD0. As you know, there is a Team Red and Blue color scheme. As most of you know, there is a secondary palette to Team Red and Blue, and as some of you know, there is a tertiary palette as well. But that isn't my point. There is a Team Yellow in the game, and can only be seen when you play on certain maps in a team mode. The reason this happens is to avoid any issues with players merging with the background, so they change Team Red to Team Yellow. But this yellow is a different color palette than the normal yellow. They are barely different, but they aren't exactly the same. But what's truly unique about Team Yellow is that there's a secondary, tertiary, and quaternary palette for this team. Team Red and Blue have quaternary palettes, but they're just purple and orange, so Team Yellow's pretty unique in that manner. But there's something even crazier in the game files, which is Team Purple. And we don't know what it looks like, but it's in the game. 10-3 is achieved at 796 elo. Core's bot name is Corobot.
So those are right up there across the top. Those are like the those are kind of the original 8, right? They've been here since the very beginning.
This is a lie. 7 of those 8 legends are part of the original 8. However, Sir Roland isn't supposed to be there. The 8th legend added to Brawlhalla is Thatch, not Roland. The reason he is up in the roster is because Scarlet and Roland were moved up for whatever reason. They robbed my boy. The epic skin border used to look like this. Every legend launches with splash art, highly detailed artwork of legends. Along with it are splash art icons, used in the mobile character select, but also in the roulette animation and specific game modes. I bring this up because the splash art and its icons normally match, but they don't always. A lot of these have differences like ridding of an effect or some glow, but some are just odd. Ember's splash art has her looking forward, however her splash art icon has her looking right. Jiro's icon lacks the pink eye spark, that's like the coolest part. Taros has no steam coming from his nose and his icon, you see what I mean? The Seraph Artemis skin has dots inside the visor pattern which act as eyes. It looks kind of creepy. The Jade Price, Darkheart Claymore, Dragon's Fury, Morning Maul, Necromantic Aura, Shredded Blade, Baleful Great Blade, M7 SMG and Plasma Rifle, Gravity Hammer, Nightmare Mauler, Nightmare Butcher, Asgardian Shadow Lightsaber, Saros Message, Goofy Goober Katar, Squidward's Clarinet, Harvest Sickle, Florus Zephyr, Skyforge, and Goldforge Greatsword and Scythe are the only weapons to exceed the UI in the Brawlhalla. The Brawlhalla website video showcase has every legend using full default except for this Wushang. He's blue. The legend rotation in patch 3.45 was Val, Zariel, Queen Nai, Scarlet, Asuri, Taros, Mordex, and Isaiah. Here is Dusk holding the Dusk. The 17th most rarest achievement on Steam is the Midas Touch. There are 21 weapon combo specific daily missions, and only 14 of them have legends with those weapon combos, meaning there are 7 weapon combo specific daily missions without a set legend. Emotes can only be held for roughly a minute. Steamsmith Scarlet's Hammer is married because its name is Mrs. Vixen. And finally, you'll earn 10,320 gold just from levels once you hit level 100.